Hi, welcome back. It's Will Maynard again, exploring more trick shots, and today we have a smorgasbord. So let's dig in. As the story goes, Charlie was in a jam during a one-pocket game, where he needed to make one ball in the other corner, but all the balls were jammed into his opponent's pocket. Here's what he did for the win. Here you must make the 10 in the corner, and you could just hit the 9 into it, or shoot the cue ball to the end rail and make it easily. But who would respect you for that? Play it this way and nobody will kick sand in your face again. I can't tell you how many times these next two shots have come up in an 8-ball game. On the first one, you only need to make the 8 for the win, but you're in jail behind your opponent's balls, and he's licking his chops, waiting for ball in hand to run out the game. This shot could help. This one has the 8-ball in a tougher position. 8 in the side. Okay, no problem. Make the 13, jump in and out of the rack, make the 5. Kind of low percentage. After finally making this, I realized that the rack should have been away from the rail for a larger target. Playing the orange 5-ball in the side pocket. This is the aptly named ultimate clearance shot. The speeding cue ball causes a chain reaction where all 15 balls will be on the move. Each ball has a role in clearing a path or moving the 5-ball toward the side pocket. At a glance, it may not be obvious how this all works. Let's take a closer look at this. The cue ball hits the 2 slightly left of center and heads to the cushion and out. The 2 hits the 14, then the 3, and goes right, as the 14 rebounds from the cushion. The 3-13 and the 4-7 pairs act similar to the 2-14 pair, and all 6 balls move away from the rail, clearing a path for the 5. The 4 hits the 8, causing the 9 to bank into the 12. The 1 hits the 15, causing the 5 to track along the rail, and finally carom off the 11 into the side. The plan is to bank 2 object balls in the cue ball, 3 rails, one after the other, and to have the cue ball catch up with the others, make the carom, then make the 5 in the corner. It's hard to believe that you could predict the exact outcome. How will the carom be made, and what's the cue ball path to make the 5? In fact, there are lots of ways the conditions can be met, and the shooter will likely be as surprised as the onlooker as to how it happens. Remember when you got that chemistry set for Christmas? You just started mixing stuff together to see what would happen? This shot's kind of like that. You send 3 balls around the table to meet up at a designated spot just to see what's going to happen. At least with this shot, there's less chance of an explosion than with the chemistry set. When it goes, the shooter is expected to say that that's how he played it. But come on, what did our mothers teach us about lying? You betcha! Exactly as planned. What, you don't believe me? All right, we'll do it again, and I'll call every hit in advance. Okay, the cue ball will catch up with the 2 just after the spot. Make the hit, and both balls will go to different rails and rebound to recollide just short of the 5-ball. Then the cue ball will slow down about a diamond out from the corner and wait for the approaching 10-ball to complete the carom, which will send the cue ball into the 5 for the make. Here we go. Bingo! Oh boy, here we go. It's that pesky angel on my shoulder giving me an earful. Seriously? You think I've lost my moral compass by lying? What, on those last 2 shots? Those were just little fibs, and I really didn't mean it. I gotta do what? Or you're going to what? All right, fine. He says I have to apologize and do community service to try and make a better version of myself. So, sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry, and I promise to be better. And now we'll take a short break so I can bring you a public service announcement. Here's a friendly tip for you. Always make sure you've got your cue chalked up enough. Don't want to have it too much. So if you have any excess chalk on the cue, just blow it off. Combination 2 onto the 5 on the fly. Aim at a slight angle into the cushion and hit the cue ball low to curve it around an object. Bank the 4 to the end rail, and as it rebounds, catch the right edge with the cue ball and go 3 cushions to the 5 in the corner. Take 2 penny wrappers and cut one to exactly 2.5 inches, which allows a 1/4 inch clearance for the cue ball to go under it without hitting the ball perched on top. Tee 2 balls on the wrappers, one overlapping the other. Shoot the cue ball under them, clearing away the wrappers and pocketing the 11. Watch what else happens. The yellow one is on a penny wrapper, playing both balls in one shot. The 1 is sitting half over the 2. Hit the 2 ball to stop on contact, and the 1 will drop to hit the side of the cue ball and head to the pocket. Both balls are frozen and on line with the near corner pocket. When the cue ball goes beneath them, they stay in position after hitting the table. Left English brings the cue ball back in line to make the combination. The goal is to make both balls by having the 11 hit the 8, positioning it to be potted by the following cue ball. Here's a nifty shot. Hit the cushion and the 3 together to clear the balls near the rail. The key is to have the cue ball hit the 11 on the right side, and the 11 will carom off the 12 and head for the pocket. What good is having a bunch of trick shots without some of them taking flight? As exciting as that last shot was, I think we can do better. Whoops.
Oh.
What, honey? What noise? Oh, that. Just dropped a piece of chalk. No, don't come down. I found it. Love you. Hey, what's that sheet for? Well, we've seen several object balls flying off purchase, but the classic shot is the shoot-off-your-mouth shot. You need a volunteer to lay on the table on his back, holding a piece of chalk between his teeth and an object ball atop the chalk. The shooter drops down and shoots up at the object ball, making it in the corner. Done properly, the volunteer will sustain no life-threatening injuries. Oddly, I've had trouble finding a volunteer until this friendly lad crossed my path. He seemed willing, so I poured him some liquid refreshment, and he was good to go. What's the worst that could happen? He chuckled. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Join me again next time for more trick shot exploration.
La 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 la.